Good evening, everyone. Wow, welcome to Super Coaching Regulatory Bodies YouTube channel by Testbook. My name is Madhav. I welcome you all in a very important session. And before I start the discussion, एक बार जल्दी से मुझे comment section में बता दीजिए कि मैं audible हूँ, visible हूँ, so that we can begin the discussion. So आज हम discuss करेंगे finance current affairs for 15th to 17th of March. तो 15th और 17th of March में जो भी important फाइनेंशियल करंट अफेयर्स, चाहे फिर वो आरबीआई रिलेटेड न्यूज हो, चाहे वो आरबीआई बुलेटिन हो, आरबीआई प्रेस रिलीज हो, उन सभी को हम डिस्कस करेंगे और उसके साथ साथ वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग सम ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट फाइनेंशियल वर्ल्ड न्यूज एज वेल. तो बिना किसी देरी के आज के सेशन की शुरुआत करेंगे, लेकिन एक बार मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में जल्दी से बता दीजिए क्या मैं ऑडिबल हूं, विजिबल हूं, एवरीथिंग इज फाइन. जस्ट गिव मी अ थम्स अप सो दैट वी कैन बिगिन द डिस्कशन विदाउट एनी फर्दर डिले. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर रिप्लाई. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं आपको बता दूं आज हम क्या क्या डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. एक तो सबसे पहली इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज जहां से हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रिलेटेड टू विच इकोसिस्टम, सो दैट इज अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर इकोसिस्टम. उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. हाल ही में आरबीआई को एक अवार्ड दिया गया. वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर अवार्ड, दैट व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द अवार्ड, व्हिच ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज गिवन द अवार्ड, व्हाई दैट अवार्ड वाज गिवन. देन वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट फ्यू मोर इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट्स रिलेटेड टू द फाइनेंशियल वर्ल्ड. ठीक है जी, स्टार्ट करें. अगर आप चाहते हैं इस सेशन की पीडीएफ को डाउनलोड करना, तो ये सेशन की पीडीएफ आपको मिल जाएगी इस पर्टिकुलर टेलीग्राम चैनल पर. आप बस इस कोड को स्कैन कीजिए और पीडीएफ को डाउनलोड कर लीजिए. चलिए, तो फर्स्ट न्यूज के साथ आज के सेशन की शुरुआत करते हैं. तो पहला क्वेश्चन आपकी स्क्रीन पर ये रहा. क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है? रिसेंटली रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया हैज इशूड सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर्स. When did Reserve Bank of India introduce the term that is account aggregator framework? तो सबसे पहली चीज जो आज का हमारा न्यूज है या जो हमारा पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्कशन है वो क्या है? सो दैट इज रिलेटेड टू अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर. और अगर हम अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर से रिलेटेड बात करें तो अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर से रिलेटेड जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है जहां से हम अपना डिस्कशन स्टार्ट करेंगे, दैट इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू व्हाट सर. न्यूज ये है कि अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर्स के लिए आरबीआई ने इनवाइट की है एप्लीकेशंस. दैट मींस इफ यू वांट टू सेट अप अ सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर, यू कैन send the application to RBI and RBI will finalize that whether the license should be given or not. लेकिन इस सारी न्यूज को समझने से पहले, इस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने से पहले आपके दिमाग में एक सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो डाउट होगा वो डाउट होगा रिलेटेड टू फ्यू टर्म्स. वो टर्म्स क्या क्या मैं आपको बताता हूं. सबसे पहले आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि सर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ self-regulatory organization? We have studied this term, we have read this term a number of times, but still we are very confused that what is the actual meaning of the same term. Don't worry. If you are confused what is account aggregator, I will be answering that. And even if you are confused that what are the characteristics, what are the objectives, what are the eligibility criteria for a company which wish to set up or open up SRO AA, all those techniques will be discussed in this particular session itself. लेकिन जो गलती या फिर जो इशू है जो आपके साथ प्रिवेल कर रहा है काफी समय से, वो ये है कि SRO नहीं पता, तो इसके पहले या इसके आगे की न्यूज समझ के आएगी. तो आई मेक श्योर कि वो पॉइंट्स आपके साथ आज क्लियर हो जाए फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम. सो लेट्स बिगिन. So before I come back and solve this question, so news is framework for the recognition of self-regulatory organization for account aggregator ecosystem has been announced. And what all announcements have been made? So first of all, the first point is, so before I discuss the news, before I discuss what actually the framework is, what are the eligibility criteria and what not, I would love to answer a very important question. What is SRO? Sir, SRO stands for self-regulatory organization. Whenever RBI and the other regulatory entities, other regulators, they feel that if a particular space, if a particular industry, if a particular sector is expanding, then there should be some organization which should collect all the operating organizations together so that they operate in an ethical manner. So that is basically termed as self-regulatory organization. So I have the answer. Self-regulatory organization is what? Sir, it is a non-government entity. It is a non-government entity. It is not set up by the government. It is a non-government entity that creates and enforces industry regulations and standards. It creates as well as enforces industry regulations and standard, and often it act in place of or alongside the government regulations to ensure compliance and promote ethical practices. तो असल में है क्या, अगर मैं आपसे बात करना चाहूं समझाने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, डोंट टेक इट इन अ लिटरल फॉर्म, डोंट टेक इट एज एन एग्जांपल, लेकिन हम जानते हैं कि सर आरबीआई इज द रेगुलेटर ऑफ बैंकिंग सेक्टर. वी ऑल नो दैट, उसमें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. 1000 बार 50,000 बार हमने पढ़ा है कि आरबीआई इज द रेगुलेटर ऑफ बैंकिंग सेक्टर. अगर आरबीआई बैंकिंग सेक्टर का रेगुलेटर है, कभी सोचा आईबीए क्या है? दैट इज इंडियन बैंक्स एसोसिएशन. तो इंडियन बैंक्स एसोसिएशन क्या है? सर, इंडियन बैंक्स एसोसिएशन इज बेसिकली एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच इज फॉर्म्ड बाय द बैंक्स. तो बैंक्स ने मिलकर एक एसोसिएशन बनाई जहां पर बैंक्स दे कम टुगेदर, दे डिस्कस देयर प्रॉब्लम्स, दे डिस्कस देयर इश्यूज, इफ रिक्वायर्ड दे रेज द वॉइस टू द आरबीआई, टू द गवर्नमेंट थ्रू आईबीए. तो आईबीए एक तरह से क्या काम कर रहा है सर? आईबीए ऑल्सो कम्स अप विद सर्टेन नॉर्म्स, with certain rules which are ought to be followed by all the members. तो कहीं ना कहीं, मैं बोल नहीं रहा, I'm not saying that it is, I'm just saying कहीं ना कहीं we can compare that yes, IBA is a kind of self-regulatory organization in the banking sector which is working alongside RBI in order to promote ethical practices in the banking sector. Ethical practices in the banking sector. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? ये पॉइंट समझ आया? तो अगली बार अगर हमसे कोई पूछे कि एसआरओ है क्या, सर एसआरओ एक नॉन गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है विच इज क्रिएटेड बाय द मेंबर्स इटसेल्फ. मेंबर्स का मतलब मान लेते हैं कि अगर हम एसआरओ की बात कर रहे हैं फॉर इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज, तो इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज मिलकर they will set up an organization, and that organization will be a non-government organization where all, or they will try that all the insurance companies should be the member of that particular organization. और वहां पर they sit together, they come up with rules, they come up with certain regulations which are ought to be followed by the members, and some benefits, services as well as push is also given to the members by the same authority. We call it as self-regulatory organization. Got it, guys? Remember that it's a non-government organization which is established by the members of a particular industry or sector rather than the government agency. Second point is, sir, SROs, they are industry specific. Even I would say they are industry specific. For example, we can have a SRO for banking sector, we can have a SRO for insurance sector, we can have a SRO for fintech, we even have SRO for fintech, which I will be discussing in few minutes. Even in the same manner, now there is a call to set up SRO for account aggregators. If you are confused what is account aggregator, don't worry, I'll discuss that. Just wait and watch. I think अब इतने दिन हो गए हैं हमें मिलते हुए, इतने दिन हो गए हमारे सेशंस में, तो आई थिंक नाउ यू ट्रस्ट मी कि अगर मैंने बोल दिया एसआरओ और अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर पहले समझाऊंगा फिर डिटेल में जाऊंगा, तो आई होप यू कैन रिलाई ऑन मी. तो सबसे पहले अगर हम बात करें एसआरओ की, तो एसआरओ एक नॉन गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक है. रेगुलेशन एंड एनफोर्समेंट, सर दे हैव द अथॉरिटी, इनके पास पावर होगी, अथॉरिटी होगी टू सेट एंड एनफोर्स रूल्स एंड स्टैंडर्ड्स फॉर देयर मेंबर्स. ये किसके लिए रूल्स एंड स्टैंडर्ड्स बना सकते हैं? अपने मेंबर्स के लिए. जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इनका मेंबर नहीं है उनके ऊपर ये रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस इंप्लीमेंट नहीं होंगे. सब पर्पस क्या है, क्यों बनाए जाते हैं एसआरओस, क्यों आरबीआई, क्यों गवर्नमेंट, क्यों गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटीज प्रमोट करती है एसआरओस को? क्योंकि जैसा मैंने कहा, जैसे जैसे इंडस्ट्रीज एक्सपैंड हो रही है, जैसे जैसे न्यू ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इंट्रोड्यूस हो रही हैं, जैसे जैसे मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है in terms of number of organizations which are operating in the country, there is a need of regulation which is need to be done on their own level. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट ही जब रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस बनाएगी वो इंप्लीमेंट होंगे. गवर्नमेंट इज डूइंग दैट, गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी बॉडीज आर डूइंग दैट, बट देयर शुड बी समवन among you which will help you to, or which will promote you or push you to work in an ethical manner, जिससे कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नमेंट की रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटीज का जो ऑपरेशन है that will become easy. अगर मैं एग्जांपल की बात करूं, so SRO include recently Financial Industry Regulation Authority, Financial Industry Regulation Authority, it is related to the financial industry. Then we have New York Stock Exchange and Municipal Securities Rule Making Board. They all are what? So they all are the examples of self-regulatory organizations. Now the question is, so what is the benefit of SROs? See, SRO का जो benefit है वो क्या है सर? SRO का benefit है कि it promotes self-regulation, कि ऐसा नहीं जब हमारे लिए कोई रूल बनाएगा, जब हमारे ऊपर कुछ कंडीशंस रखी जाएंगी तभी हम उन्हें इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे, नहीं, we will be coming up with an organization and that organization will make rule for us, and being a member of that organization we will be implementing it, will reduce the regulatory burden on the government, as well as we will foster innovation within an industry. So that is the basic benefit of self-regulatory organization. Last but not the least is the most important point related to SRO, and the most important point related to SRO is Reserve Bank of India has finalized omnibus framework for recognizing self-regulatory organization for regulated entities. तो आपने बहुत बार ये वर्ड सुना होगा, omnibus. तो असल में omnibus है क्या सर? Omnibus is basically a framework. ये एक framework है जिसे RBI ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, which has been finalized by RBI, और इस framework के तहत what RBI do? Sir, RBI recognize the self-regulatory organizations for the regulated entities. तो RBI जो है वो अपनी जो regulated entities है, फिर चाहे वो बैंक है, चाहे NBFCs है, अगर उनके लिए कोई SRO, कोई self-regulatory organization existence में आना चाहता है तो उसका approval, उसको accept कौन करेगा? That will be done by RBI. Is it clear everyone? समझ आ गया? अगली बार अगर आपसे कोई पूछे what do you understand by the word SRO, I'm pretty sure that you will be in a position to answer this question. क्या कि सर SRO का मतलब क्या है? सर SRO stands for self-regulatory. SRO stands for self-regulatory organization, and this is a non-government organization which basically promotes self-regulation within an industry, within a sector, which will reduce the regulatory burden on the government. It will improve the efficiency as well as the ethical practices of a particular sector. Is it clear? Shall I move ahead? Do reply in the comment section, please. Now, triple P का इससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. Triple P is, I would say, a बिल्कुल different game. So don't confuse yourself related to triple B. So triple P, that is, but I don't know, that is public private partnership obviously you are talking about, तो उसको यहाँ include मत करो. वो तो ऐसा है कि अगर आपको एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, मुझे भी एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, आप गवर्नमेंट है, मैं प्राइवेट हूँ, तो क्यों ना मिलकर एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट करें. दैट इज अ पॉइंट, दैट इज नोन एज ट्रिपल पी, जहां पे वी बोथ आर वर्किंग with a motive of earning profit, we both are working to complete a particular project together. That is triple P. But SRO triple P होगा, that is not a case because it is very clearly mentioned ये एक non-government organization होगी. I guess Gaurav, that point is clear. अगला पॉइंट आया कि सर MFIN, NBFC एग्जाम्पल ऑफ SRO. MFIN क्या है? म्यूचुअल फंड से रिलेटेड है. तो क्या MFIN इज SRO? डू रिप्लाई इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. NBFCs के लिए कोई SRO है या नहीं, एक बार कमेंट सेक्शन में रिप्लाई कीजिएगा. अदरवाइज मैनियक, आई विल बी गिविंग द आंसर्स टू योर क्वेश्चन. नाउ आई वुड लव टू मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, एंड माय नेक्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्कशन इज अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर. तो पहला हमने क्या समझा? सेल्फ रेगुलेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो कि हर एक सेक्टर के लिए बनाई जा सकती है, विच कैन बी, आई वुड से द अप्रूवल विल बी गिवन बाय द रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटीज, जैसे RBI, IRDI, PFRD एंड व्हाट नॉट. इन अ सिमिलर मैनर द सेकेंड पॉइंट ऑफ आवर क्वेश्चन इज अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर. अब मुझसे कोई पूछे कि अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर क्या है, सो RBI हैज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड the regulatory framework for NBFC account aggregator in September 2016. NBFC account aggregator in September 2016. मुझसे कोई पूछे कि account aggregator क्या है, तो मेरा आंसर क्या होगा? देखो, एक बड़ी सिंपल सा, एक बहुत ही इजी सा आपके लिए एग्जाम्पल ले लेता हूं, और वो एग्जाम्पल सुनिएगा. दो तरह से इस एग्जाम्पल को हम फ्रेम कर सकते हैं. पहला, मान लो मैं एक बैंक के पास गया, लेट्स से द बैंक्स नेम इज, let's say the bank's name is SBI. तो जैसे मैं बैंक के पास गया, मैंने बैंक से कहा कि सर मुझे लोन की रिक्वायरमेंट है, तो ऑब्वियसली बैंक विल बी कॉलिंग फॉर n नंबर ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स which I should fulfill, then only I will be getting the loan, जिसमें बैंक will ask about my income tax return, bank will ask about my previous loan details, bank will ask about my current deposits, my current savings, my current fixed deposits, सारी डिटेल SBI को चाहिए होगी, so that SBI can take a good decision that whether SBI should provide me loan or not. अब एक तरफ being an individual, if I keep on collecting the entire information और मैं सारी की सारी information को collect करूं और जिसमें FD सर्टिफिकेट्स है, इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न है, मेरे सेविंग अकाउंट की डिटेल्स है, मेरे लोन अकाउंट की डिटेल्स है, और फिर कहीं जाकर मैं SBI को सबमिट करूं एंड देन SBI विल प्रोवाइड मी द लोन, इट्स गोइंग टू बी बिट हैक्टिक, it's going to be hectic and it's going to be a tough call, not only for SBI but also for an individual. तो इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए RBI came in the picture. RBI said you have your fixed deposit account with a bank, okay, you have borrowed loan, let's say you have borrowed loan, let's say from NBFC, you have invested your funds, let's say in mutual fund. तो ये जो सारी की सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, बैंक, एनबीएफसीज, म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनीज, हु ऑल आर दे? सर, दे आर द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स, दे आर द फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स. तो ये फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स के पास दे ऑलरेडी हैव द इंफॉर्मेशन, दे ऑलरेडी have the information of this individual, and SBI is looking forward for the same information. SBI is looking forward for the same information. So क्या करें? There is a solution. The solution says the bank, the NBFC, the mutual fund company who already have the information, they are termed as financial information provider. So financial information provider can directly provide the information to the financial information user. For example, this individual's bank, the bank which is going to provide loan to this individual bank, for example, that is SBI. अब अगर हम कहें कि ये डायरेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन का फ्लो हो जाए तो उसमें क्या होगा सर? उसमें कहीं ना कहीं रिस्क होगा. देयर विल बी एन इशू कि कहीं मेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन लीक ना हो जाए, मेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन को मिसयूज ना किया जाए. तो इन ऑर्डर टू ओवरकम दिस सिचुएशन, RBI said that we will introduce an authority in between which will be termed as account aggregator. Account aggregator का काम क्या होगा सर? Account aggregator will receive the financial information from the financial information provider in an encrypted manner, and this encrypted information will be provided to the information user, and the best part is account aggregator is going to be data blind. It's going to be data blind मतलब इसको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि आपकी अकाउंट की इंफॉर्मेशन या आपकी फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है. अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर विल डोंट नो कि माधव के पास कितने फिक्स डिपॉजिट्स हैं, कितने सेविंग अकाउंट्स हैं, कितनी म्यूचुअल फंड्स हैं, कितनी जगह से माधव ने लोन लिया. दे विल नॉट गेट टू नो एनी इंफॉर्मेशन आउट देयर. तो क्वेश्चन आया कि सर इनकी जरूरत क्या है? सर इनकी जरूरत है, दे आर गोइंग टू एक्ट एज अ इंटरमीडियरी, और ये जो इंटरमीडियरी है दे विल अलाउ this flow of information only after customer's consent. तो अगर आपके कस्टमर ने कंसेंट दिया, if customer is ready that yes you can obtain my financial information from different organizations, from different platforms, and share that information to SBI so that there is no need to share this information on my behalf, I will be okay with it. And once this consent is given to the account aggregator, then only this information is going to flow. Then only this information is going to flow, and this information which is going to flow, it will be flown through the account aggregator in an encrypted manner, and account aggregator is going to be a data blind. That means he or she, the account aggregator will not be able to know the financial information which is being shared. Is it clear everyone? Is it clear everyone? क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन कंपनीज बिल्कुल अलग है कार्तिक. क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन कंपनीज क्या करती हैं? आपके फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन को रिसीव करती है, स्पेसिफिकली आपकी क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन को रिसीव करती है. दे ओनली कलेक्ट योर बोरोइंग डेटा, और आपके बोरोइंग डेटा को रिव्यू किया जाता है. हाउ वेल यू हैव रीपेड योर loan, how well you have completed your loan, and on the basis of your credit history they come up with a score. तो उस score से we can just identify the credibility of the borrower. But if you want to check capability of the borrower. In that case, you need ITR, income tax return of the borrower. In that case, you need to know the investment details of the borrower, maybe in mutual funds, maybe in form of fixed deposit. For that particular matter, this information is going to help a lot. Is it clear, Karthike? Is it clear? So whenever this question is asked, what is account aggregator? So account aggregator undertakes the business of account aggregation, which means retrieve, collect specified financial information from financial information provider, and then share this information on customer's consent to the financial information user. These account aggregators, so they are under the preview of RBI if the financial information provider is bank, if the financial information user is bank. They are under the preview of SEBI if it is a mutual fund company. If they are under the preview of PFRDA, अगर आपने information ली है from pension fund company, they can under the preview of IRDAI if you are taking the information from the insurance company, and they can be under the preview of Department of Revenue. Department of Revenue कब होगा? सर जब आप information लेंगे from GSTN, that is Goods and Service Tax Network. So GSTN, Goods and Service Tax Network, is also termed as Financial Information Provider in November 2022 as notified by RBI, and this GSTN is basically the network related to GST, and it hold all the records of your GST payments, and they will be sharing the GST return details. It will be sharing your GST return details if required, so that it will be easy for you to borrow the funds. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear? So let's go back and let's try to solve the question first. Recently, Reserve Bank of India has issued a framework for self-regulatory organization for account aggregators. When did the Reserve Bank of India introduced account aggregator framework? Sir, account aggregator framework was introduced by RBI. In which year? Sir, it was introduced by RBI in 2016. So the answer to this particular question is going to be 2016. Now, after going through with this, let's now discuss self-regulatory organization account aggregator. That means RBI is inviting the organizations that if you want to set up self-regulatory organization in account aggregator ecosystem, where account aggregators will be the member of SRO, financial information providers will be the members, even the financial information users will be the members of SRO. But if you want to apply, you need to fulfill the eligibility criteria. What are the eligibility criteria? The first is, sir, application should be set up at a not-for-profit company registered under Section 8 of Companies Act 2013. That means the company which is applying for this particular SRO certification or SRO approval, in that particular case, applicant should set up a non-profit or not-for-profit company which should be registered under Section 8 of Companies Act 2013. Second point is, sir, the applicant should have or finalize, or the applicant is dedicated that it will be achieving a minimum net worth of 2 crores within a period of 1 year after recognition as an self-regulatory organization account aggregator ecosystem by Reserve Bank of India, or before the commencement of operation as an account aggregator SRO. So what does it basically mean? It means that applicant should have minimum net owned fund, minimum net worth of 2 crores, and this minimum net owned fund of 2 crores is required at the time of starting the operation as a SRO, and even they are asked to maintain this minimum net worth requirement on ongoing basis. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ starting में हो, but on ongoing basis you are requested to maintain this minimum net worth limit. The third point is, it is related to the shareholding. So the shareholding of self-regulatory organization account aggregator ecosystem should be sufficiently diversified, and no entity shall hold 10% or more of its paid up share capital. So what does it mean? It means that self-regulatory organization for account aggregator should have n number of investors and none of the single investor should hold more than 10% of the company's shareholding. So single investor can hold maximum 10%, can hold maximum, or I would say can hold maximum 9.99, or can hold up to 10%, can hold up to 10% of company's shareholding. I'm talking about the single investor in case of what? Sir, in case of SRO. Now the question is, sir, SROs, they are basically a platform where all the parties which are involved in this particular ecosystem, they will come, they will register themselves, they will become the members, and they will be framing the rules, regulations, norms in order to provide ethical services, to the public. But the question over here is, what is going to be the benefit of the one who are going to invest in this, or what will be the source of fund on the basis of which this organization is going to run? So I answer that question as well. So the applicant must possess and demonstrate the ability to create necessary infrastructure to enable the discharge responsibility. So that means the next eligibility is, these SROs, they are going to act as a mediator. Mediator between whom? So mediator between financial information provider and financial information user. So these account aggregators, they should be capable enough that they should provide the desired and required infrastructure which will help in seamless flow of information. Last is, applicant and the key executives, they must have professional competence and have general reputation of fairness and integrity to the satisfaction of Reserve Bank of India. So the members, the professional competency is required within the executives of the applicant, as well as the applicant company should not be under a trial under a law, or it should not be under any case of, it should not be under trial of any case which can impact its operation as a self-regulatory organization for account aggregator. So these are the 5 eligibility criteria which you need to fulfill if you are thinking to apply for this particular license. Moving on to the next point. The next point talks about membership criteria. So the participants of account aggregator ecosystem include account aggregators, financial information providers, financial information users. They are eligible to become the members of self-regulatory organization for account aggregator. Remember one thing, membership for SRO is voluntary. So that means it's your choice. You want, you can become the member. You want, you can become the member, and all the NBFC account aggregators, they are encouraged to join. So it's your call, but on the other side, it is said that RBI is encouraging the NBFC account aggregators that you must join the SRO AA so that you follow the ethical practices which are required for better service providing facilities to the public. Additionally, SRO AA should ensure that its members evenly include. So in the SRO AA, to operate as an effective and efficient organization, it must have the members from all the different types and classes, which include FIPs as its members, FIUs as its members, account aggregators as its members. And if the members are diversified, that means this organization has a capacity to do really very well. But there is a condition: to ensure balanced representation, the SRO AA shall have at least 25 unique entities, each from FIP and FIU as its member all time. And if they fail to hold 25 unique members, unique organizations as FIP members, and 25 unique members as FIUs, then their license or their eligibility will be cancelled out by RBI to operate as self-regulatory organization for account aggregators. Along with that, sir, the membership fee structure will be developed. That means, as I was saying, that sir, SRO जो है वो पैसा कहाँ से कमाएगा, that how they are going to survive. So they are going to survive on the basis of the membership fees which they are going to charge from the members. So this fees is going to be different for different entities depending upon the size, intent, capability and whatnot. जैसे वर्ल्ड बैंक IMF के केस में होता है, the fees is different for different types of economy depending upon their size of economy. In a similar manner, here also the membership fees is going to be different. Membership fees is going to be different for different members depending upon their size, intent and capabilities, but the services, the benefits which are going to be provided by self-regulatory organization for account aggregator, that should be same, that should be uniform for each and every member. There should be no discrimination made at the end of or at the part of SRO. At the part of SRO. Last, SRO AA should derive necessary powers through the membership agreement. That means if a new member is coming in contact and the new member or a new party wants to be the member of SRO, firstly, a detailed agreement will be signed, and under that detailed agreement, both the parties, they will come under certain obligations and compliances which they have to fulfill in the near future, because they have to fulfill the conditions which are mentioned under the agreement, which include certain set of rules, code of conduct and whatnot. So two things we have discussed. What is the eligibility criteria if you are thinking of applying for SRO for account aggregator? What will be the format for the membership criteria, that if when SRO was set up, will be set up, then which all organization will be the members and what are the conditions related to the membership? Last point is SRO characteristics. That means self-regulatory organization, what characteristics they need to hold as an self-regulatory organization. So the first one is true representation of account aggregator ecosystem. True representation of account aggregator ecosystem basically means that the SROs, they will look after and they will try that they should promote themselves, that more and more account aggregators, more and more account aggregator ecosystem parties should come in contact, should become the members, which not only include the account aggregators, it also includes the FIPs, FIUs as well as the other parties. And then SRO will be framing the rules and regulations which will help these companies or these organizations or these entities under the account aggregator ecosystem to perform well. Second point is code of conduct and oversight. As I said, that these account aggregators, when they will be becoming, when a member will be getting the membership of SRO, at that time they will be signing an agreement, and on the basis of that agreement, code of conduct and certain rules and regulations are predefined, and every member of the organization will be responsible to follow those rules and regulations. SRO should look after or look forward for the development of the given ecosystem, that is account aggregator ecosystem. It should be independent from any kind of influence. It should not be influenced by its executives. It should not be influenced by the other account aggregator companies which are operating in the premises, and grievance redressal and dispute resolution should be provided. That means if there is any dispute among the members, among the entities of account aggregators ecosystem, that will be resolved by the self-regulatory organization as well. If you think that this topic is complete, then I'm sorry my dear friends, it's not yet complete. We have three more things to do. One is governance and management of SRO AA, then functions and responsibilities, as well as application process. But I know it's impossible for you to digest the entire part in one go. So what I have done is I will be covering this news in two halves. In the first half, I have explained you in general, what is SRO. Then I explained you what is account aggregator. Then I have explained you three important things related to SRO AA. One is the eligibility criteria. Second one, we discussed the membership criteria. And third one, we discussed the characteristics. If you have any doubt, you may ask, please. Sir, SRO AA will be organization of group. Will be organization of groups. No, SRO AA will be an organization which will have FIPs, FIUs and account aggregators as their members, and these members, they will come together with the help of the executive of SRO AA. The required norms, required rules and regulations will be framed, which are going to be implemented for better function and operation of account aggregator ecosystem. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? If it is clear, just give me yes, sir. Is it clear now? If it is clear, just give me yes, sir. And if you haven't liked the session yet, just quickly give the like button or hit the like button so that we can move ahead. If it is clear till this point, guys, just give me yes, sir, so that I can move ahead. Shall we go ahead? Okay. Now let's move on to the second news of the day. The second news we have is, or the second question we have is, name the organization that awarded RBI with Digital Transformation Award 2025. So recently, RBI as an organization has won Digital Transformation Award 2025 for two groundbreaking digital transformations which are done within the RBI as an organization, and due to those two initiatives taken within RBI, this award was given. But the question is, which organization provide or which organization announced this award? I will be answering this question. Let's quickly check it out. So the point is, Digital Transformation Award, what is it? Sir, it recognizes the central bank. So this award recognizes the central banks as well as the financial institutions' excellence in digital innovation as well as technology. So remember that. What is this Digital Transformation Award? So this Digital Transformation Award is specifically related to the central banks and financial institutes, and this award is given to those central banks, those financial institutes which have done really very well with respect to digital innovation or digital technology as well as digital technology driven governance. So awarded by which organization is responsible for the award? So this award is awarded by Central Banking, which is based in UK, London, a globally recognized institution which focuses on monetary policy, governance, and financial transformation. So remember that this award is announced by Central Banking, which is London, UK based, which is a globally recognized institution which focuses on three important areas: government, governance, financial transformation, and monetary policy. Open to central banks. So this particular, I would say, award is open to central banks, financial regulators, money monetary institutions successfully implementing the digital reform. So it is not only for central banks, it includes financial regulators, it includes the monetary institutions as well. Reserve Bank of India has won this award because of two initiatives which have been taken by Reserve Bank of India. One we call it as Sarthi, and other one we call it as Pravah. Sarthi and Pravah. Now the question is, what is these two initiatives? Please pay attention, guys. I have given the required data, required information. इतना पढ़ लेना, इससे ज़्यादा ना एग्जाम में पूछा जाएगा, ना ही इसकी ज़रूरत है. सारथी क्या है? सर, सारथी एक इंटरनल वर्कफ्लो डिजिटाइजेशन सिस्टम है जो आरबीआई के एम्प्लॉइज के लिए बनाया गया, जहां पे आरबीआई के एम्प्लॉइज का जो रिकॉर्ड मैनेजमेंट है उसे डिजिटाइज किया गया, ऑटोमेट किया गया, प्रोसेस को इनेबल किया गया, सिक्योर डिजिटल सबमिशन एंड इंप्रूव डेटा ट्रैकिंग एंड कोलैबोरेशन. तो अब इंटरनली जो एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ आरबीआई, दे आर कनेक्टेड, we can say that they are connected to an internal server, और उस internal server पे, उस internal workflow पे सारी की सारी जो information है, सारे के सारे जो datas है, सारे के सारे जो documents है, उसे digital form में upload किया जाता है और एक official से दूसरे official तक अब physical flow of data की या physical flow of information की requirement नहीं है. अब जो data flow होगा that will be done automatically. So this has eliminated manual paperwork. It has streamlined task tracking, integrated various RBI departments into a unified system. तो अगर एक डिपार्टमेंट से फाइल को अप्रूवल मिला, अब दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट तक वो फाइल फिजिकल फॉर्म में फ्लो नहीं करेगी, बल्कि डिजिटल फॉर्म में वो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट पे जाएगी और दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट को बहुत इजीली अब ट्रैक किया जा सकता है कि सर इतनी तारीख को ये फाइल आपके लिए हमने फॉरवर्ड कर दी थी, वाई स्टिल द इनिशिएटिव और वाई स्टिल द अप्रूवल इज नॉट गिवन. तो दिस विल इंक्रीज और दिस विल, I would say, improve the efficiency of none other than Central Bank of the country. The next one we have is Pravaha, May 2004 when it was implemented. It's a digital regulatory application platform. It is for the external users who are submitting documents to RBI. So if you are an external user and if you are submitting or you have to submit your documents to RBI. Now, rather than submitting the documents in a physical mode, going to the RBI office and some like that, you just open Pravah portal, and on the Pravah portal, you can submit your documents digitally. So, digitize over 70 regulatory applicants. So if you are applying for any kind of license or something like that, in that particular case, you can upload your document digitally on Pravah portal. It will enhance transparency and improve cyber security in financial documentation. Now the best part is, सर जो डॉक्यूमेंट प्रवाह की मदद से, प्रवाह पोर्टल की मदद से आरबीआई के सिस्टम में आया, अब उसी डॉक्यूमेंट को अपलोड कर दिया किस पर, सारथी पर, ताकि वो डॉक्यूमेंट इन डिजिटल फॉर्म रिक्वायर्ड डिपार्टमेंट तक, रिक्वायर्ड ऑफिशियल तक पहुंच जाए. फिर वहां से जब अप्रूव होगा, देन इट कैन मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट ऑफिशियल एज वेल अंडर दिस इंटरनल फ्लो विच इज नोन एज सारथी. सो सारथी और प्रवाह, ये दो ऐसे डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस हैं विच हैव बीन डन बाय आरबीआई. द बेस्ट पार्ट इज आरबीआई के, हम कह सकते हैं कि आरबीआई ने इन दोनों ही पोर्टल्स को डेवलप किया इंटरनली. बाहर से कोई टेंडर, कोई कंपनी को इन्वॉल्व नहीं किया गया. इंटरनली इन दोनों पोर्टल्स को डेवलप किया गया बाय आरबीआई इटसेल्फ, एंड दैट इज सारथी एंड प्रवाह, फॉर विच आरबीआई हैज रिसीव्ड the recognition, that is Digital Transformation Award, and this award is given by Central Banking, which is based in London, UK. Central Banking, which is based in London, UK. बोलो क्लियर हुआ? अगले क्वेश्चन की ओर बढ़े. मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अगला क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और हर बार ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आपके एग्जामिनेशन में पूछे जाते हैं. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर न्यूज, बट द वे आई एम कमिंग अप विद दिस न्यूज, द वे आई एम कमिंग अप विद द content for you related to this particular news, you are going to love it more, or you are going to enjoy it in a better manner. So let's check it out. So what I'm trying to say is, according to Morgan Stanley, India is expected to become world's third largest economy by which year? World's third largest economy by which year? I'll come back to the answer. But before I get the answer for this question, I want to know one thing from you all, guys. What is India's rank in terms of nominal GDP ranking? I'm not talking about purchasing power parity ranking. I'm talking about nominal GDP ranking. India is currently at what rank? Whether it is 4th, 5th, 6th largest economy of the world, what? May I have the reply, please? My question is very simple. I repeat my question. Discuss India's ranking. Discuss India's ranking with respect to nominal GDP. So let's find it out. So please pay attention. So according to the latest data, India is the 5th largest economy of the world. In 2024, it was the 5th largest economy. In 2025, again, it is the 5th largest economy of the world. This is on the basis of exact data. This is on the basis of the estimated data. But on the other side, if I talk about the 4th largest economy, it is Japan. 3rd largest economy is Germany. 2nd is China, and the 1st or the largest economy of the world is none other than US. So you need to remember current ranking for top 10 or maybe top 5 economies of the world, where India is the 5th largest. Economy of the world. India has surpassed United Kingdom to become the 5th largest economy of the world. I hope till this point it is clear. But before I move ahead, we always come across with certain terms like GDP growth estimates. Say yes or no. We always come across with certain terms like GDP growth estimates. And on the basis of GDP growth estimates, we always say that India is the fastest growing economy in the world, at least out of the emerging economies, at least out of the major economies. Can I say that? Am I correct? I repeat, we always say India is the fastest growing economy of the world. If you say that not in general, then I can specify this. Indian economy is the fastest growing economy in the world, specifically within the major economies of the world. Major means top 10 economies of the world. That is true. But on the second rank, we have China. But have you ever given a thought that since 2015, How much Indian economy has grown over the period of time? I'll tell you that. Please pay attention. I'll tell you that. So if I talk about the world's top economies and 10 years of growth, in 2020, in 2015, if I say in 2015, India was not on fifth rank. As you can easily see that UK was on the fifth rank with a value of $3.3 trillion. But the best part, what I want you to understand from here is from 2015 to 2025, in 10 years, Indian economy has witnessed a major growth of 77%. Indian economy has witnessed a major growth of 77%. From 2.4 trillion, it has reached to 4.3 trillion. But on the other side, China has reached from 11.2 to 19.5 trillion, which has recorded an increase of 74%. So we say China is the second fastest growing economy of the world, at least out of the major economies. So that first and second, they are not much far away in terms of percentage. They grew in last 10 years. But if you talk about the value growth, so China has grown from 11.2 to 19.5, which is around $8.3 trillion. India has grown from 2.4 to 4.3, which is almost $2 trillion. So in terms of percentage, India is above, but in absolute terms, India has grown just $2 trillion in 10 years. But on the other side, Chinese economy or GDP value has grown $8.2 trillion. That means almost 4 times the Indian GDP growth. Almost 4 times the Indian GDP growth. This analysis is really very important. Whenever a question will be asked related to India's GDP growth, this analysis is going to help you a lot. Now, moving to the next point. So according to the latest Morgan Stanley report, some of the data which are important, I'm discussing with you that particular data. So India is projected to become the world's third largest economy by 2028, with economic growth set to hit $5.7 trillion in next 3 years. From $3.5 trillion economies in 2023, India is expected. So India will become third largest economy. India will become fourth largest economy by 2026, and India will become fifth largest economy by 2028. What I'm doing? India will become fourth largest economy by 2026, and India will become third largest economy by 2028. So in 2026, India will surpass Japan, and in 2028, India will surpass Germany, and India will become the third largest economy of the world after US and China. In 2028, India is going to overtake Germany to become the third largest economy. 2026, fourth largest economy. At this particular moment, India's GDP value is going to be $4.7 trillion. And at this particular moment, India's GDP value is going to be $5.7 trillion. So this data which I have mentioned, it is the crux of this particular slide, and this is what you need to learn. Whatever is written on the right hand side, I have just given you the crux of the story on the left. Is that clear, guys? Are you listening to me? Is it clear? Are you listening to me? I'm not getting any comments in the comment section. If it is clear, just give me yes, sir. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now the next slide, I have some historical data for India, and this data can be used while writing the descriptive questions related to GDP and growth of Indian economy. So India was the 12th largest economy. India was the 12th largest economy in 1990. But in 2000, India fell down by 1 rank, and India was the 13th largest economy. By 2020, India reached to a level of 9th largest economy, and finally in 2023, India became the 5th largest economy of the world. India became the 5th largest economy of the world, and now we are projecting that India will become 4th largest economy by 2026. India will become 3rd largest economy by 2028, according to the Morgan Stanley report. And the most important part is India's share of world GDP, which is projected, it is going to increase from 3.5% to 4.5% in 2029. So that means India will contribute 4.9% to the world's 4.5% to the world's GDP, and current contribution is 3.5%. This report has come up scenarios. Certain more scenarios are related to कि ऐसा हो सकता है कि सर नॉर्मल रहे सब, अगर सब कुछ नॉर्मल रहा तो इंडिया क्या अचीव करेगा, अगर बुलिश रहा, इंडिया की ग्रोथ बहुत ज्यादा रही तो इंडिया क्या अचीव करेगा, और अगर थोड़ा बेयरिश रहा, स्लो रहा तो इंडिया क्या अचीव करेगा. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस पर्टिकुलर डेटा, where the economy expands to $6.6 trillion by 2035, ये है बहुत ही नॉर्मलिश वे में. अगर मैं कहूं कि ये है बहुत ही, आप कहो बेरिश वे में. अगर बेस की बात करें नॉर्मल फॉर्मेट पर $8.8 ट्रिलियन, और अगर मैं बुलिश बात करूं तो इंडिया की इकोनॉमी जो है इट कैन रीच टू $10.3 ट्रिलियन बाय 2035. एंड सिमिलरली दे हैव गिवन द डेटा फॉर पर कैपिटा जीडीपी एज वेल. बस एक बार इसे पढ़ लेना, याद ना तो होगा ना ही याद करने की जरूरत है. ये याद करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं इसको पढ़ लेना, क्योंकि जब आप इसे पढ़ेंगे तो आपको एक आइडिया लग जाएगा व्हाट इज द प्रोजेक्शन फॉर इंडियन इकोनॉमी इन द नियर फ्यूचर. ठीक है जी. अब क्वेश्चन यहां पर एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि सर इंडिया इतनी तेजी से ग्रो करने वाला इन द नियर फ्यूचर, अकॉर्डिंग टू मॉर्गन स्टैनले व्हाट आर द रीजंस. सो एज पर मॉर्गन स्टैनले, इंडिया विल इंक्रीज और इंडिया विल गेन इट्स शेयर in global output due to what all factors? So strong basic factors include, first one, robust population growth, especially the demographic dividend. Second is functioning democracy. Third is macro stability influence policy. Macro stability influence policy, tax reforms which have been done, inflation reforms which have been done. These are macro stability influence policies. Better infrastructure and a rising entrepreneurial class and improving the social outcomes. So these are the reasons which are being the, I would say, these are the reasons which are going to be the drivers for Indian economy to become the third largest economy by 2028. अगर हम बात करें current financial year में, in the current financial year, Indian GDP is going to grow at 6.3% according to Morgan Stanley, and in next financial year it will grow at a rate of 6.5%. It will grow at a rate of 6.5%. अब यहां से अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, as per Morgan Stanley, Indian economy will become the third largest economy of the world by which year? Then my answer to this particular question is 2028. I hope it's fine. Moving on to the next question. The next question says, according to NPCI data, which payment app become fifth largest UPI player in India? See, we all know that the largest player in the UPI ecosystem is PhonePe. That means the major market capture is being done by PhonePe. On the second rank in terms of market share we have Google Pay, and on the third rank we have Paytm. But the question is, name the companies which are on fourth and fifth. Why this news is important? So this news is important because of two reasons. PhonePe is an organization which is, I would say, funded by, or this organization is backed by Walmart, and Walmart is backing Flipkart also, and Flipkart is backing SuperMoney, and SuperMoney has become the fifth largest UPI application of the country. It has slipped, or I would say it has thrown down credit to the sixth rank, which was earlier the fifth largest UPI service provider. Now it has become the sixth largest player. Let's check out the detail. So Flipkart's Super.Money recorded approximately 139 million UPI transactions in February, and it has overtaken credit. So what do you need to understand? PhonePe having the maximum market share 47.5, Google Pay 36%. If you add both of them, 46 plus 36 is 83%. That means more than 83% of UPI market share is in the hands of PhonePe and Google Pay. Then Paytm, it is on the third rank. That means कहते हैं ना, nothing is permanent in this world. This is a damn fast world in which we are living. तो अगर हम उसके हिसाब से देखें, Paytm था जिसने सबसे पहले Paytm वॉलेट लाया, शुरुआत की. गूगल और फोनपे, गूगल पे या फोन पे का तो नाम तक नहीं सुना था उन दिनों में. और आज Paytm is on the third rank, but on the first we have PhonePe and Google Pay. So nothing is permanent in this world, my dear friends. पढ़ लो, ज़्यादा बेटर है. गेट द गवर्नमेंट जॉब दैट इज गोइंग टू रिमेन परमानेंट फॉर योर लाइफ. तो इसीलिए हम जब फोर्स करते हैं, इसीलिए व्हेन वी से दैट यू शुड ट्राई योर लेवल बेस्ट टू बिकम एन RBI Grade B officer or to join any government organization at a very renowned position, that is just to give you the assurity that this is something which is going to remain permanent, unlike the rest of the world which is purely temporary. The best example is Paytm itself. I hope you are able to link what I'm trying to say. ठीक है जी. तो अब हम बात कर लेते हैं कुछ डेटा की, जो डेटा आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो यहां पर अगर हम बात करें फोर्थ लार्जेस्ट, तो फोर्थ मार्केट शेयर है नवी के पास, विच इज सचिन बंसल बैग्ड फिनटेक. एंड देन द फिफ्थ वन इज वी हैव दैट इज सुपर डॉट मनी. तो ये तो हमने बात कर ली. अब इससे रिलेटेड मैं अगर आपको यूपीआई का पूरा कंटेंट दूं, मार्च 1st 2025, it is very important day in the history of UPI because daily UPI transaction has crossed a mark of 1 lakh crore rupees for the very first time, which means the total transaction amounting around 1 lakh 1628 crore rupees. इसका मतलब 1 मार्च 2025 को आज तक की सबसे हाईएस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शंस को रिकॉर्ड किया गया. दैट इज मोर देन 1 लाख करोड़ इन वन डे, एंड दैट वाज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन 1st March 2025. उसके अलावा कुछ और डेटा है विच यू मस्ट रिमेंबर. ट्रांजैक्शन वॉल्यूम इन February, देयर वाज अ 5% मंथ ऑन मंथ डिक्लाइन. अब आप कहेंगे डिक्लाइन क्यों सर? जनवरी से फरवरी में पहली बात तो 3 दिन कम हो गए, 29, 30 एंड 31st. दैट इज अ रीजन. और दूसरा रीजन ये भी है कि फरवरी में हमारी जो पे आउट्स है वो कम हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज वी ट्राई टू मेक ऑल द पे आउट्स इन मार्च बिकॉज ऑफ द लास्ट month of the financial year. Same goes for the transaction value which has a witness a decline of 6.5%. Next जो point आपके लिए important है for your descriptive answer writing, ये data आपको काम आएगा. Year on year growth अगर मैं बात करूं तो despite the month on month decline, UPI transaction ने 33% का increase देखा है और 20% का increase देखा in terms of value in comparison to February 2024. Average daily transaction की अगर हम बात करें तो फरवरी में एवरेज डेली ट्रांजैक्शन वाज 575 मिलियन रुपीस विच हैज इंक्रीज्ड, लेकिन जनवरी में कितनी थी? 548 मिलियन. 548 मिलियन का मतलब 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 का मतलब अगर मैं यहां पे लिखूं तो वो हो जाएगा कितना? सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, 548,000,000. ठीक है, तो ये कितना होगा सर? ये होगा 54 करोड़ 80 लाख ट्रांजैक्शंस. 50 करोड़ 80 लाख ट्रांजैक्शंस. और अगर हम वैल्यू ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शंस की बात करें तो एवरेज है लगभग 78,000 करोड़ रुपीस, और जनवरी में ये एवरेज थी 75,000. तो इसका मतलब एवरेज इन टर्म्स ऑफ number of transaction, average in terms of value of transaction, it is growing, and even year on year there is a growth, but there was a decline that was purely because of number of days. Yes, obviously परमेश्वर, that is one of the important reason, क्योंकि दिन कम है तो 28th को कोई पेमेंट करेगा नहीं. ऑब्वियसली जो आपको पेमेंट 30th को करनी है, you're not going to make on 28th. ऑटोमेटिकली वो जो डे है दैट विल शिफ्ट इन मार्च, जिसकी वजह से ये पेमेंट्स का जो फ्लो है दैट डिक्रीज, और उस डिक्रीज की वजह से इंपैक्ट देखा जाता है. लास्ट न्यूज आई गेस वी हैव नेम्ड द इंस्टीट्यूशन जिसने 2 गोल्ड अवार्ड जीते हैं एट द स्कॉश अवार्ड्स 2025. तो स्कॉश अवार्ड 2025 में मुथूट माइक्रो फाइनेंस हैज रिसीव्ड 2 gold awards which have been due to the recognition of its customer-centric digital initiatives and inclusive financial solutions. याद कीजिएगा, पहला corporate excellence, best customer application on digital financial inclusion. So best customer application on digital financial inclusion category में corporate excellence में gold award जीता किसने? मुथूट फाइनेंस से, and the name of that digital platform is महिला मित्र. महिला मित्र एक एप्लीकेशन है which provides seamless and secure digital transactions which undoubtedly eliminate the barriers to financial inclusion in remote areas. यानी कि इसकी मदद से बहुत easily remote areas में financial inclusion किया जा सकता है. Second award is BFSI award, that is best insurance scheme. So Griha Raksha insurance scheme which was introduced by microfinance, that is Muthoot Microfinance. It has recorded 2.66 million beneficiaries, and this scheme or this insurance scheme is basically providing insurance services to the women entrepreneurs so that they can run pretty well in the same direction. They can worry about their business rather than worrying about what is going to happen if the business is not going to work properly. For that particular case, this insurance services have been introduced. Okay, so this will be all from my side in this particular session. As you always know, we discuss few questions based on the news which we have covered in the previous session. जल्दी से 2 मिनट में रिवीजन कर लेते हैं, then I will be leaving you ताकि आप अपना आराम से पढ़ाई कर पाएं. So if I move ahead, the first question is domestic systematically important insurance companies. तो domestic systematically insurance companies कौन कौन सी है? LIC, GIC, reinsurance और उसके साथ साथ National Insurance Company या New India Assurance Company Limited. So the answer is New India Assurance Company Limited. तो इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर क्या होगा? That is B option. I hope you all remember it. अगले पे बढ़े. अगली जो हमारी न्यूज है, अगली न्यूज क्या कहती है? अगली न्यूज कहती है ऑन द इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे अस्मिता स्कीम. सर अस्मिता स्कीम क्या है? विमेन को कोलेटरल फ्री डिजिटल लोन प्रोवाइड किया जाए, स्पेशली to the MSMEs which are led by women. So this has been introduced by none other than State Bank of India. Agla, which Indian bank recently launched specialized saving account? So this is basically related to NRE, NRO account for NRI women's. This has been launched by Bank of Baroda. This has been launched by Bank of Baroda. This was the data which I gave you. यहाँ से एक descriptive question आने के chances हैं. Question है, write a short note on NRE, NRO and FCNR account. Then you must have this particular slide which will help you to score more than 80% in your descriptive question. Moving on to the next point. So the next is recently IAFL Finance rebrand 7 existing branch. उन्होंने अपनी 7 existing branch को 100% women staff branch बनाया और उसका नाम रखा शक्ति branch. और ये शक्ति branch कौन से एरियाज में है? दिल्ली NCR में और मुंबई मेट्रोपॉलिटन में. रिसेंटली रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया ने इशू किया गाइडलाइन, ये हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, 2016. As per the report, TransUnion, SIBIL and FACE partner to launch Consumer Education Initiative. Consumer Education Initiative के लिए TransUnion, SIBIL, FACE आपको याद है क्या है? अगर आपको याद हो तो लास्ट क्लास में मैंने बताया था, FACE is Special Regulatory Self-Regulatory Organization in the field of or in the sector of FinTech. अगर आपको याद आ रहा हो तो यहाँ पे जो आंसर होगा वो क्या होगा? So that is SIBIL. जागरण, जागते रहो, जागरण से याद रखिएगा, जागते रहो, जागने से इनिशिएटिव फॉर कंज्यूमर एजुकेशन, ताकि कंज्यूमर को एजुकेट किया जाए, और जागो ग्राहक, जागो से जागरण याद रख सकते हैं आप. नेक्स्ट इज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन. विच प्रोग्राम डिड द रिजर्व बैंक इनोवेशन हब स्टार्ट टू एनकरेज फाइनेंशियल इनोवेशन? तो फाइनेंशियल इनोवेशन को एनकरेज करने के लिए रिजर्व बैंक इनोवेशन हब ने जो प्रोग्राम इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, दैट इज डिजाइन शाला. दैट इज Design Shala. I hope all the questions which we have discussed in this particular session are crystal clear. You must have enjoyed the discussion, guys. So that will be all from my side. We'll catch you in the next session to go. Good luck. God bless you all. Bye-bye. अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो related to the current session, आप पूछ सकते हैं. And even if you will be watching this session in a recorded manner, then also you can ask your doubts in the comment section, and I'll try my level best to answer each and every question in the comment section itself. But before I leave, I have a question for you, and my question is, give me the month as well as year in which India recorded highest number of UPI transactions in terms of volume and value. तो आपको मुझे क्या बताना है? सर यू हैव टू गिव मी मंथ, कौन सा मंथ था, कौन से साल का, जिसमें हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ यूपीआई ट्रांजैक्शंस रिकॉर्ड की गई इंडिया में, और वो ट्रांजैक्शन का वॉल्यूम कितना था और वैल्यू कितनी थी, ये भी आपको बताना. यू हैव टू गिव मी ऑल दीज आंसर्स इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. गाइस, व्हाट आई हैव विटनेस्ड इन द पास्ट few days की बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, those who come to the class, they respond in the live class, but they are not commenting the homework question. So I request you, don't forget to comment the homework question, because with the help of this only I came to know, or I come to know, that what is the current status of the information with you all and what else I should do, what other initiatives I should take to deliver more and more effective sessions to you all. ठीक है जी, तो एक बार प्लीज इसे देखिएगा, करिएगा और कमेंट सेक्शन में आंसर जरूर दीजिएगा. डन? Okay, thank you so much. We'll catch you soon. Bye bye. Take care. Good luck.